Terry. So this is your private reading. You had asked for a general reading. Thank you for your patience. So I get a weird, I think it's because of your fear of fires. I know you have a fear of fires. I think it's because of that, because I lit my candle and I've been feeling kind of off since I lit it. But I use it for a protection. But I'm tapping into your energy and I feel very nervous. So I have my computer here. That's where I'm getting your energy from. And please let me know how this resonates with you. If you have any questions, please let me know. This just ensures that I have the correct energy, okay? This is yours. You can rewatch it as many times as you wish. You can pause it, come back to it. I would recommend to watch it by yourself first, and then then you're more than welcome to share it with others if you want to. Having said that, how my cards tend to work for me is as they're coming out, it's like past, present, and future. The future is not set in stone though, because as soon as you start making decisions, then it may change. It's just like all energy. It's changing and flowing and those sorts of things. Okay. So again, I will pause in between my shuffling of the different decks just to let you don't be bored, unless something is coming to my mind. Okay. So having said that, then we will see what comes out of this. You're trying to expand. You're trying to research things, aren't you? Or you wanting to. Oh my goodness. That's normal. Cards flying everywhere. So the first card kind of sets the tone of the readings. Yours is trust in divine timing. So you, my dear, I feel are very empathic or very open or both because of that. And you are struggling with this because of that. This is about you knowing who you truly are and coming into your own. I feel like it's all one big cycle for you. So this is about your transformation within yourself. Notice all the butterflies, okay? And notice the third eye that's lit up. So this is you in a nutshell. So you sometimes struggle and can't really quite grasp or come to terms with what you actually are, and you're having a hard time actually labeling yourself. You're trying to fit in to a certain niche or aspect of the spiritual world, but you don't fit into one specific area. You know what I mean? You are more of an eclectic kind of spiritualist, because you are, I think you have clairvoyance too. Are you having clairvoyant moments where you're kind of just seeing blips of things and you're questioning it? I think you are having a hard time wrapping your head around everything that's happening because you're opening too quickly. You've wanted to open, and now your conscious and your subconscious are catching up to each other, and you're just like, does that sound familiar? So you need to kind of just slow things down a little bit, because it's kind of catching you off guard, I feel, okay? Because the cycles in completion came out and the butterflies over your mouth. So you're kind of just like lost for words because you don't know where else to really go right now. Comfort zone and clinging came out sideways. When my cards come out sideways like this, it's like they're in reverse, and it's like past, present, and future. So you are trying to stay within a comfort zone that you are comfortable with, but your subconscious is like, you're opening, let's go. So it's trying to push you out of your comfort zone by doing these tests and things to try and get you to realize who you actually are and what you can do. But you're clinging on to the comfort zone and not giving in to what your subconscious truly wants. I'm going to pause because South Node is really sticking out to me, and for the life of me, nothing's coming to mind. One sec. All right, so when I Google it, it's about like past lives, fear in association with South Node issues. South Node position is very often a point of great insecurity. So what I'm kind of sensing about this is South Node energy helps us to discern which past life patterns of thinking are beneficial. Conversely, the South Node of the moon, I lost where it was. It's about your natal birth chart too. So, excuse me. So this is about like revealing your past lives and the gifts that you've brought in. So I think that you are what's called an old soul. And I think you felt this before, where you have relived multiple lifetimes, and some things that are overlapping from your previous lives are coming into this life. So what I mean by that is you're having like maybe some deja vu, or feeling like you've already done this before kind of moments in your life. It's because it has happened, but it was in a previous life. Does that make sense? Hope I'm not freaking you out. So this is about getting through these cycles and completing these cycles so that you know exactly where you are. Because this is probably where your fear of fire came in too. Because something happened in your I'm getting huge goosebumps right now. Something happened in your previous life to make you afraid of fire. You have a scar or a birthmark that resembles, it's like long. It's not like super long, but it's like it's almost like a burn mark. Not a burn mark, but like it kind of looks patchy, possibly like a burn. I think that was from your previous life and it came back into this one. Let me know, because I saw like a birthmark of some sort and it looked like it was a scar from a previous life. You know what I mean? But let me know. So this is about like revealing your gifts that you brought into this lifetime so that you have been put on this plane right now to accomplish what you need to accomplish to help those around you to get on your highest frequency as well as theirs. So you are a light worker for sure, and you're trying to help out everything. So it's about, like, again, if you believe in like destiny and those sorts of things. That's how I'm viewing this, okay? So messages and dreams. I think that you have been dreaming. You've always been a dreamer. Some of the things that you have dreamt about, it could possibly be visions of certain things. And my cat is now bugging me like crazy. So shadow sign was the next thing that came out. And moon is really sticking out to me too. So I feel like you either are reviewing or learning about astrology or lunar cycles and how to like tap into the moon's energy. Shadow side can also be about shadow self. So shadow self is about bringing up past wounds and healing from them. So kind of like shadow work, there's a shadow side to shadow work, and there's an ego, and then there's also like an inner child and those sorts of things. I wouldn't honestly get into shadow work if that's something that you've been contemplating, because I don't think that you're prepared for tapping into that at this moment in time. Masculine came out. So masculine is usually about like masculine energy, because everybody has feminine energy, everybody has masculine energy. So the feminine energy, I view it kind of like motherly. So it's kind of healing, light worker, grateful, loving, kind, those sorts of things, whereas masculine is more like rugged and tough and standing up for yourself in those sorts of aspects as well. I feel like the masculine in your case is about like bossing up to figure out where you truly stand in your world and your realm, okay? If that makes sense. Because a renewal and a spark is going to be coming soon to you, to kind of have that aha moment of, oh, okay, cool. Once you have that spark, then integration is going to happen, and then you can connect the dots and start putting it all together. Akashic Records comes to mind. You, I think, have a book about it, or you've been thinking about Akashic Records, because that's about like past life stuff. So I would highly look into that if that's something that you are interested in, to see if it is resonating with you while you are researching it. Because I think you have some lacks and some doubts going on about some of the things that you have been doing or have been feeling. Some of the messages that your spirit guides are trying to send you, because you're just like, no, that can't be right. Yeah, it is. You are what you think you are. Okay, for how I'm feeling. Sun, strength, and empowerment came out, and then release, surrender, and purge. So when you start becoming and realizing and getting it to all be cohesive and having it come to fruition, your strength and your power is going to grow, and it will be very shocking to you. So the sun is kind of like joy, inspiration, hope, those sorts of things in tarot. So it's like having that empowerment within yourself. And once you have that empowerment in yourself, then you bring strength and joy and those sorts of things along with it. So once you have all that, then you can purge anything that no longer serves you purpose. So when I say that, it's like anything negative that you're harboring onto from your past, you need to leave it in the past. You have learned from it. You have grown from it. Leave it there. And you are now the person who you are meant to be. Okay? So once you realize that and get through all of this crap, then you're going to feel a lot better. At the end of the deck is Rebirth in Winter. So what this is saying to me is, as you're getting through all of this stuff and through these steps, in like 6 months from now, or a year and 6 months from now, I'm not sure, because cards don't go by our timeline, they go by their own, but you are going to have that aha moment, and you're going to have that rebirth moment. So it's kind of like the death card in tarot. It doesn't actually mean physical death. It means renewal, rebirth. It's about like cycles of transformation. You are transforming into who you are meant to be. It's about transitioning and changes and new beliefs, newfound awareness, ending. It's like a symbolic death kind of deal. Okay, so it's gaining new knowledge and inspiration from what you have learned. So you're allowing yourself to let go of the past in order to add energy to new beginnings. Okay, and I think change is coming, because this is bottom of the deck. So change and courage, and you're gonna have some changes going on. Okay, probably within yourself and maybe around your surroundings too, because as you're going through all these cycles, it's normal to lose some aspects of yourself. So when I say that, it's about losing possibly some of the things that you have right now. So possibly some friends, creating new friends. It could be about changing jobs, changing cities, those sorts of things as well. So anything could happen, because when you're changing and leveling up, you are changing, and so are your surroundings, because you are manipulating your surroundings with your energy. That's how powerful you are and could be, depending on how you get through this. Let me grab another deck. One sec. So I went to my Energy Oracle deck, and I think you know a little bit about what I'm already talking about. I really hope I'm not scaring you. But it's all about harnessing your power. So I'm not surprised by the cards that came out. The first card was the Sun. Just like the other decks, they're reiterating, or just like the other deck is reiterating itself. So the Sun, again, is about new beginnings, creativity, blessings, sun nurtures the earth, so bringing new life in the spring and summer. This is your time for new beginnings, the onset of nurturing new light in your life, the light of divine inspiration and personal growth. It's like the birth of a new you, basically, because it's coming to light. And now that I've kind of maybe opened your eyes a little bit and kind of affirmed what you have been feeling, it might progress even more. And just be cautious of that, okay? So community, when I say be cautious of it, just so that you're aware of what's going on, okay? Community was the second one. So community is about connection with kindred spirits. It's about people that you have been around or that are going to be coming into your life that think like yourself, that are one and the same, that are very like each other and like-minded, okay? So it's about a supportive energy around you. And it's like a casual connection with like-minded people, basically, okay? So it could be about like a club or community, or it could be like within your friend group too. It's hard to say. But it's about like networking of some sort, kind of like what I mentioned before, okay? Now, we have attachment. So notice the chains in her hand and the mask, okay? So this one here is about like a perceived need and the choice to let go. So I think you are holding yourself back a little bit because you subconsciously know how powerful you are. So your conscious is holding yourself back. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is about your passage forward is being stopped, and you are stopping it from happening. It's about a strong attachment to old patterns or people, or possibly like, again, from your previous life, okay? So this is about like the chain can be about fear from the past or desperation about the future. So needing to know what's going to be happening like now, and those sorts of things. I think you're using some sort of divination quite a bit. I think it might be cards to try and figure things out. But trust your intuition more than the cards that you have, because I have a feeling that you're putting all your faith into the divination tool that you're using versus your intuition. You need to use them both together. And my cat is back as soon as I start talking about this. So, excuse me, I'm still a little sick. So this is about moving forward. It could be about also like emotional patterns. So is there something in your life right now that's keeping you stuck and unhappy for your future? Okay. So this is about like taking action. You need a break to move forward and open, free, healthy, an authentic, happy life, okay? So it may take courage and effort to let go, but you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy just will keep repeating and it will keep you stuck. Once you start letting it go, then you are going to have a cornucopia. So the cornucopia is just like how it sounds. It's like wishes being fulfilled. It's about like a multitude of things will await you. So just give me one sec. Sorry, I had someone at the door. So the last one is about man holding a heart. So this one here, it's about someone who is male or perceives that they are male that is dealing with family. So it's about love and emotions. It could signal a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in your life. So they may help you with your struggles that you're going through, okay? So they bring about a more balanced approach of what's happening in your life. So whoever this might represent, they will help you get through all of this, okay? The bottom of the deck is about indecisions. So the indecisions is you. So you need to make a choice. You're still stuck, and at this moment in time, you're going to still be stuck because you're having that inner conflict. Until you start making those movements, then you're going to be stuck in the middle of the road. So this is about which choice do you make? There's two or more decisions in front of you. And it's about anonymously looking at the road or anxiously looking at the road and wondering what way would be better a better choice. So yet you're standing still. You're feeling confused by up and down emotions. You could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, feeling your life force energy kind of draining away. It can cause paralysis of will, so keeping you stuck. It's time to let go of the analysis, the self-doubt, because you again know what you're capable of, and it's about considering what direction resonates with you the most on where you want to take yourself in your life. Okay, so this is about both in the process and in the goal. You need to follow your heart, and only you can figure out what you truly want and how advanced you want to be. But I know that you got this. It's just a matter of getting there. So let me know how this resonates with you. I really hope I didn't scare you. But yeah, holy bananas. Thank you for trusting me too. So hopefully I can help again in the future. See ya.